Okay, so we're going to look at another sample problem. So number 6. It says there are some children at First Ward Park for the festival. Some children. Okay, so we're not sure how many. It didn't tell us. There are 2,315 fewer children at Discovery Place. So we know that however many children at First Ward Park, it's still 2,315 less at Discovery Place. If there are 3,072 children at Discovery Place, how many children are at First Ward Park? Okay, so remember, we don't know. They didn't tell us. But we do know that whatever that number is, it's 2,315 fewer kids at Discovery Place. They did tell us the total amount of kids at Discovery Place. So in order to figure out how many children are at First Ward Park, we need to take the difference of these two numbers. Okay, we need to take the difference of these two numbers. So I'm going to do 3,072 minus 2,315. And remember, I lined my place values up. Okay, just as I've talked about before, if you don't like that strategy, you can always do get to, right? Start at 2,315 and see how long does it take to get to 3,072. Let's actually do that one. I'm just going to add 1,000 here. I'm going to do plus 1,000. Well, if I add 1,000, that's going to get me to 3,315. Okay, that's going to get me to 3,315. Oh my goodness. So 3,315. Okay, that's way too much. I only had to go to 3,072. I'm over it. So adding 1,000 doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't work here. So what else could I add? Why don't I try this time? Adding 300. What happens if I add 300? Okay, 300, 400, 500, 600. This is going to go to 2,615. What if I try to add 200 more? So 300, let's add 200 more. 200 is going to change that into an 8, right? So 2,815. Okay. Let's add 100 more. Plus 100. I'm going to get 2,915. Okay. I've still got to go until I get to 3,072. So I'd figure out what more do I want to add. Okay. What more do I want to add? All right. And I would end up taking these numbers and adding them together, and that would tell me how much it took me to get from 2,315 to 3,072. Or you could just do the simple lining up the place values and subtracting. Either one works. Let's look at the next problem. All right, it says, this table shows the number of students at school in the years 2014 to 2016. In 2015, there were more students than 2014. There were more students. So we know that this number here is going to be greater than 1,030. But fewer than 2016. Okay, so we know it's going to be greater than 1,030, but it's going to be less than 1,300. What could be the number in 2015? Okay, so I have to find a number that is greater than 1,030, but less than 1,300. So I have to look through all of these choices and figure out which number is greater than 1,030, but less than 1,300. So I'd have to look through and try to figure that out by looking at place value. Let's look at number 8. Number 8 says, in July, 2,943 people visited Carowinds. In August, the park had 3,418 more visitors. So there were more people that were there in August than there were in July. What is the total number of people that visited Carowinds during those 2 months? Total number of people that visited Carowinds during those 2 months. Okay, so we know that this is how many people were there in July. That's how many people were there in July. But we know that in August, the park had 3,418 more people. So I would have to add both of those together. To get my August total. Then I would have to take the number in July and the number in August, and I would have to add those two numbers up to find my total amount. So it's a two-step problem. I take what they have in July. I know that I added 3,418 people to that number to get my August number. Then I would have to take my July number and my August number to get my total. So it'd be July plus August. And that's where I'd find my answer down here. Okay, let's look at another one. Number 9. Last week, the Charlotte Hornets sold 13,348 adult tickets and 923 child tickets. How many more adult tickets were sold than children's tickets? Remember, how many more is always subtraction. Always. How many more? How much more? How much further? Always subtraction. So I have to take the adult ticket sales and I have to minus it from the child ticket sales. And remember, I lined my place values up. Okay, I lined my place values up.